brother Scotty is in the house. Good to see him, my man. Sunday fun day. Brother Damien in the house. Good to see him, my man. Another Sunday fun day. My man Mitch is in the house. Good to see you, sir. Big bro Damien, I can't wait till next Saturday, man. The women finally figured it out. Miss Wade is in the house, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Get my mic right. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Miss said he needs some of that lemonade. I already had some lemonade this morning, some pink lemonade. I got me some coffee going. Coffee on the Knox. It is fantastic. Have me some a nice little strawberry banana smoothie going as well too. You know, it's one of those Sundays where I'm high energy today, man. It's been a fantastic week. Looking forward to another start of another good week here. I slept pretty decent last night. I woke up really good. Life is fantastic. Oh man. It is February the 4th, guys. February the 4th, look at that already. We are in the second month of the year. This year is flying by already, guys. Welcome back to another Elevate to the Unknown live stream that happens on Sundays at 10 a.m. Hopefully you guys have had a fantastic week. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic week and you're looking forward to the start of the week, which is today, Sunday Fun Day. Guys, we got a good show for you guys today. We have a fantastic show for you guys today. I wanted to start the show off by letting you guys know what this show is about. 6 figures by 30s. 6 figures by 30. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Guys, if you don't know who I am, if you're new to this channel, my name is Antoine Wade, and I have 18 years of experience in the tech industry, specifically around the supply chain industry, guys. So I've been in tech for a long time, a good amount of time, and I am here to help you elevate to the unknown. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the channel. We got some dope folks already in the chat. We got our brother Operation Tech Takeover, our brother Scotty. We got our brother Damien in the house, my good Brody, my brother from another mother. We got Mitch in the house. We got Miss Wade in the house as well, too. coming to us from the other house and probably just getting out of the shower, getting ready for us to go and have a nice little lunch after this live stream today and chill out for the rest of the day. Guys, I wanted to start the show off by talking about my week. I had a fantastic week. I had an absolute fantastic week. I had traveled this week. Had to go to Dallas earlier this week and to see a customer. It was a short trip, but it was a fantastic trip. Something that was planned since late November. A good customer of ours that has one solution and they're looking to purchase a lot more solutions from us. So I was responsible for hosting them into our Dallas office to wine and dine, to break bread, and to talk about the future. Fantastic meeting. We had their chief supply chain officer in the house. We had their chief information officer in the house. And the goal was to hear their plans and see what their plans were. Basically, they're in a simplified journey from a technology solution. And they wanted to know everything that we did from a company standpoint. So I brought the people together and it turned out to be absolutely fantastic to where we have opportunities this year, next year, and so forth. And I'm looking forward to working with these individuals. That was the majority of my week. I'm working on a massive deal, hopefully one of the biggest in company history, if not the biggest. Hopefully we get that done by May of this upcoming year. So my head has been focused on just that. My head has been focused on those kind of things in my professional life. That means that I can make a whole bunch of money in 2024. And that was my vision. That's my vision, is really make a whole bunch of money. We got a lot of things cooking for Level. We have a lot of things cooking for Black Heights. Our Black Heights website's about to be refreshed with another 15 new articles to help individuals to break into tech, learn a little bit more about tech. And not only that, to elevate within their careers, so career advancement. All that is happening behind the scenes right now. And yesterday was a fantastic day as well, too. So yesterday, I had a basketball game. And since I was traveling early this week, I wasn't able to conduct practice. So Ms. Wade stepped in and ran practice for me, guys. My wife, a lovely wife, since I was traveling, was responsible for hosting practice for me for 5 and 6 year olds. And she said she had a fantastic practice. She also said this: I have no idea how you do what you do dealing with 5 and 6 years old. Well, needless to say, I said this. I said, if the team plays well, of course, it's going to be you because of practice. And if they don't play well, it's going to be because of you, because of practice. And I was just saying it out of joking. But yesterday we had our game. It was an early game, a 9 a.m. game. But we had a picture day as well that started at 8 a.m. So we had to be there pretty early. We had to be there at 8 a.m. Got pictures taken care of, got to the game, and we crushed the team 34-6. My last game that we played, we beat a team 30-8. So we scored 34 this time. So Ms. Wade, whatever she did in practice, caused the team to be well prepared, and they crushed the team. And not only that, after that, I said, you know what? Since we had such a great game, I'm inviting you all to ice cream for breakfast because it was National Ice Cream Breakfast Day or whatever you want to call it. So I invited the entire team over to Scoop Street to get some ice cream, and they had some vanilla ice cream with some Fruity Pebbles, Fruit Loops, all sorts of good stuff. And we just enjoyed that part of the day. The latter part of the day was we had a father-daughter dance. So my daughter's school had a father-daughter dance, so I had to get prepared in the day to get dressed up and take my daughter on a nice little date. We danced at her school. Then we had dinner at a steakhouse like she wanted to have. And it was just a fantastic time. What I love most about yesterday's day, especially with the father-daughter dance, was the fact that me and my daughter got a chance to dance, but now she's at that age where she can ride in the front seat. So it's really like a date. We're riding in the car, listening to music. She's telling me what she wants to play, what she wants to listen to, and all this other stuff. And she's just bopping. I'm like, man, this is actually pretty dope. Like, she's riding in the front seat of the car. Before, she had to sit in the back seat. So you kind of feel like, all right, you kind of a chauffeur a bit, but it was somewhat of a date. I felt really good about it. It was a good time. It was an absolutely fantastic time. But anyway, that's my week, guys. That's my week. I wanted to jump into the chats real quick. Say hi to all the folks that are here. NC Worker, good to see you. Goddess of Genesis, good to see you. Professor Black Ops, good to see you, my man. Mitch says ice cream for breakfast. Absolutely fantastic, guys. It was fantastic. Corey Reynolds is in the house. Good to see you as well, man. Hopefully, Corey, we get to see you for the upcoming event at the Chili Cook-Off, man. I'm looking forward to you. If you can make it, come on through. It's going to be a fantastic time, guys. It's going to be a fantastic time. So let's get to the topic at hand, guys. You guys saw the name of the show. And I want for you all to give input on this stuff, man. Give input. Let me do something. Let me put my glasses on, man. It's kind of bright in here today. I just kind of, want to look pretty cool as well, too. Let me put the glasses on, help with the reflection. But you guys saw the title of the show, Earning Six Figures by 30. Is it typical? And I got this title for the show from a Reddit post, okay? And this is a question to all of you. You know me, I like to make this interactive. This is a question to all of you guys, okay? Is it common to be making six figures by the time that you hit 30 years old? I'm going to share this post with you guys real quick, okay? And I want for you all to share your experience about this. Is it common to be making six figures by the time you hit 30 years old? Give me your feedback in the chat, okay? Give me your feedback in the chat. So this individual asked this question. He said, so I'm 32 years old, only making $48,000 a year. And he feels very behind financially. Very behind financially. Even with a college bachelor's degree in business management, I have yet to land a decent salary job that pays $70K a year or more. I'm confident in interviews, but still can never get to the last round of good jobs. My work experience is mainly in inbound sales. So he's in sales, guys. He's in inbound sales. It also seems like a lot of people in here do very well for themselves. That's what he's saying. He thinks that a lot of people, or he seems to think that a lot of people on here do very well for themselves. Does anyone have any advice to finally break through and get ahead? I've been interviewing and applying like crazy the last 2 years with minimal results. That's what he said, guys. That is what he says. Is it common to be making six figures by the time that you hit 30 years old? For all my ladder climbers who are in the chat, for all my new people who are coming to this, I want you guys to give your experiences as well. What you know, what you heard, share. Do you believe that you should be making six figures by the time that you're 30? And for you OGs, your Damians, your Professor Black Ops, your brother Scotties, Mitch, right? Give us your experience. Be honest. Were you making six figures in your 30s? How long did it take you? Share this within the chat. Share it within the chat, okay? Because we got to answer this question. We have to answer this question. And I will tell you like this. Before I even get to the chat, I want to say this. Many people think that making six figures very early is normal. Many people think that making six figures is the ultimate goal. Many people think that in their 30s, they should be making six figures. And the question is it common to be making six figures in your 30s? And the answer is, hell no. It is not. It is not common to be making six figures in your 30s. And we're going to dive deep into this. And before we dive into a video here, I want to start to get you guys' perspectives here. Okay? I want to get into some of the perspectives of the folks. So guys, go ahead and start leaving comments in here. Mitch says this. I think it depends on skills. Mitch is right. It does depend on the skills. AEME says it depends on the skills and the industry. He's absolutely right. What industry are you in? What skills do you have? Okay? Because certain skills don't pay the bills. In certain industries don't pay the bills either. Okay? Brandon Jackson says this. Good morning. It seems like it's not. I don't know very many people personally that do. Ooh, Brandon's basically saying, hey guys, man, it doesn't seem like it's common. I don't know very many people who make six figures. Okay? My man Mitch says, okay, LL Cool J. Why not? Why not? Leah Jensen, I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate you. And AI and me says this. What do you define six figures? 100K? 200K? 350K? 600K? Good question. Good point. But let's just use this. Let's say this. Brother AI and me, six figures is when you reach to that 100K. Okay. We already know that there's multiple hundreds of Ks that you can reach. But let's talk about this. At 30, let's talk about it being 100K. Okay. Let's do 100K. Okay. And Mitch brings up a very good point here. Okay. Which we're going to dive into on this. Okay. He brings up a very, very good point. All right. And I'm going to share his comment on the screen real quick. Okay. Here it is. He says, I think social media make more believable than it really is. Or let's really say it. Mitch is saying he thinks social media makes it seem more believable than it really is. There's a lot of influence that happens. There's a lot of influence that happens within social media. Okay? Now let's get to a video that I want to share with you guys by a young lady. And this really segments into what Mitch is absolutely saying.
It needs to be said, okay? Everyone is not making six figures. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are not behind, okay? True wealth does not come fast. Keep working hard and doing what you're doing. Your time is gonna come. Because people like to come and challenge what I say, I always come with facts, okay? Look at this bar graph. This is from 2021. This is the median income in US dollars. And it says for people aged 25 to 34, the median income is $71,566. Also, look at this. This is also for median weekly earnings by age and sex. It's posted on the Bureau of Labor Statistics. You guys know I love BLS.gov. But in order to be making six figures in a year, you need to be bringing in about $2,000 a week. You see the average for all these people, all these ages? The percentage of people in the United States.
Let me pause it right there. Real quick because I didn't set the context. This is Mrs. Kaya. She's in the biotech industry. Okay? And she's sharing her perspectives about making six figures. So let me continue on. I just wanted to set the context, and I probably should have did it at the beginning of the video, but I was too busy drinking this nice smoothie.
Making six figures has increased over the years. I think it's about 30%, but that doesn't go into detail about like what ages those are. So don't let people shame you into thinking you're not working hard enough because you don't have this like huge tech job that's paying you crazy six figures. Another thing I want to add, look at this. Newsweek posted this article. 42% in the United States earning six figures live paycheck to paycheck. So even of the people making six figures, it's still hard for them to obtain wealth. And I have so many theories on why I think that is, but I just wanted to put this message out there because I see so many people feeling bad and upset and angry with themselves for not making six figures. Everyone is not making six figures. Do not let TikTok allow you to believe that. And this is not a video of me shaming people who make six figures, okay? Because there's always going to be those random people who come in the comments saying, oh, why are you shaming people who make six figures? I'm not. If you're making six figures, you're killing it. Great job. Proud of you. This video is merely to serve as encouragement to the people who feel like they're less than or not, they're not doing as much because they're not making that much.
All right, you guys heard it. You guys heard it from Kaya. My man Omar Ali says, my neck, my back, Kaya. You guys probably don't know what that means, but go and check out the song. It's a fantastic song. Okay, fantastic song that was a South Florida jam. Matter of fact, it was an international jam for a long time, early on. But no, we're not talking about that, Mr. Ali. This is Kaya, who's in the biotech. Beautiful young lady, beautiful skin. And she's basically sharing what we're going to be talking about today. Okay? She's going to be sharing what we're going to be talking about today. So why is it that we need to have our shit together by 30 years old? Because there's a stigma out there. If you're not making 100K by the time that you're 30, you're behind. You are behind. Do many of you guys feel like you're behind? If you're not making 30K by the time that you're 30? Let's say you're in your 30s and you're not making 100K. Do you feel like you're behind financially? That's what this individual said in the Reddit post. He felt like he was behind, right? We got our brother Mitch that very much said it and explained it very well. It's the same thing that Kai was saying. Social media, especially platforms like TikTok, makes it seem like it's norm. But you got your brother Brandon Jackson. Our brother Brandon Jackson says, man, I don't know very many people that do. He doesn't know very many people that do. So I want for us to sit here and think about challenging the social norms. We have to be very careful about society's pressures and the norms that dictate career and financial milestones. Why do they exist in the first place? Okay? Remember that these societal norms are arbitrary and not reflective of everyone's reality or their aspirations. You got to think about this. If Kaya says that only, I think her statistics was about 30% of the US makes 100K or more, that's 70% of people that's not making 100K. That's not a lot of people. So making 100K by the time that you're in your 30s is a lot to a lot of people. It's unrealistic. It is unrealistic. Okay. Let's also talk about this. That was also said in the chat, skills in the industry. But before the skills, you got to remember this. Career trajectories are different. There are times we're living in a time now where there is not a linear curve to people's careers. And a lot of people need to understand that the career trajectory of a highly individual or influenced individual, or their career trajectories, is influenced by a number of things. It could be based on, the level of education that they have. Let's just say that they didn't go to college, right? Their career trajectory will be different than somebody who does go to college. It could be the fact that they went and got a master's degree. Their career trajectory will be different than somebody who doesn't have a master's degree. It could be that they're in the supply chain industry. Their career trajectory could be completely different than somebody who is outside of that into another industry. Not everyone's career will follow the same timeline. So you have to think about that. The majority of people are not going to be making $100,000 plus by the time that they hit the 30s, because everybody isn't following the same path. I think what's more important, though, is that people need to set their personalized goals. So instead of adhering to by the time that I'm 30 or in my 30s, I should be at $30,000. And if I am not at $30,000, I feel like I'm behind because society and TikTok and YouTube and everybody else is saying, man, you are a loser if you don't make $30,000 or you don't make $100,000 by the time that you're 30. Instead of thinking that way, set your own personalized goals. Focus on what it is that you can achieve in your career and make sure that it aligns with your skills, your interests, and your life circumstances, right? There are people who don't want to get to that 100K because they want a balanced life. They want and admire a different kind of work. They may want to own their own food truck, right? And just want to serve their community. And that food truck gives them enough money or allows for them to make $60,000 a year, which is a great salary, and they will never reach 100K. And they could live in a nice city or live with family, but they own their food truck, get up every single day and do the things that they do, probably have a Friday or Saturday off, and that's what they want to do, right? So you have to set your own personalized goals and make sure that it aligns with your skills, your interests, and your life circumstances. Now, if you want to live a life of, abundance and be able to help a whole bunch of people and have money, take private jets, vacations, all that sort of stuff, then just make sure that your professional goals are in line with your personalized goals. Okay? Because if you want to do all those things, you want to have the lifestyle, you want to have a husband or a wife or, do all this other stuff that TikTok shows with you as well. Go to Bali, go to Nicaragua, go to Costa Rica, go to Mexico. If you want to do these things multiple times a year and have freedom and flexibility, then you have to make sure that you are in line, your career is in line with making the money that allows for you to do that. Okay. So you have to set those personalized goals. You also have to do this. Celebrate the successes that you have. So acknowledge and celebrate the different types of success. And it doesn't just have to be financial. It could be the fact that you went back and got your certification, your A+ certification, your Security+ certification. You got your course career certification or your level career certification. That is a celebration for you because you are in a growth mindset, right? You could be, going back to school for a master's degree like our brother Paul and getting into cybersecurity, right? That is a celebration. That should be a celebration. It doesn't just have to be financial. A lot of times people say, all right, I'm not going to celebrate till I get to a certain salary. Well, you may not ever get to that salary because of your skill set. You may not ever get to it, but you may be on a path of continuously learning. You may just not be on a path to making six figures or multiple six figures, but you still should celebrate yourself and the achievements that you have, the promotions. Maybe it's the fact that you want to lose weight. I'm on a weight loss journey myself, right? No drinking, no smoking, no any of that stuff, right? So celebrate the milestones that you have. And they could be different than financial success, okay? It could be the fact that you got a girlfriend. It could be the fact that you got a wife and getting married. Celebrate those successes, okay? Celebrate those successes. I would also say this. I think one of the most important things that Kaya enlightened us on, and brother PBO always does this, you got to educate yourself, man. Research the average income levels in the field that you're in or the field that you want to go into in the area that you live in. If you're living in South Carolina, you're living in the armpit of South Carolina right now, where I grew up, right? And you want to get into teaching. And you think that you want to get to $100,000. I grew up in a small town called Orangeburg, South Carolina. And I know that teachers don't make $100,000, okay? I know that teachers don't make $100,000 unless you have a doctorate or you're at a university, okay? And if you want to make $100,000, but you're living in Orangeburg and you are a high school teacher, you need to educate yourself because research is going to share with you that with the education that you have, the area that you live in, you don't have realistic expectations. You don't have realistic expectations at all. You have to understand that high incomes comes with years of experience in a certain income or a certain industry, or you have to have some sort of advanced skills or a specialized education. Yes, you can get to that $100,000, but you may have to have a doctorate, a PhD. Okay. Yes, you can get to, $100,000, but you have to have 6, 8, 9, 10 years of experience. If you go to that Reddit post that I share with you guys, you will be able to see that many people have reached that $100,000, but many people have not. And the people that have reached that $100,000, this is what they say: 6, 7, 8 years of experience. Or let's just say they started off as a data analyst, was a data analyst for 4 years, became a data scientist, went and got a master's degree, and then started making 6 figures. Okay. And some people just haven't gotten there yet, even in the tech industry, which is one of the highest paid industries that you can potentially be in. Okay. I think what's important that really resonates with the overall goal of this channel, what we are looking to help you do, is just to focus on continuously learning. Personal and professional development is more important than financial milestones. Let me emphasize this again. Personal and professional development is more important than financial milestones. If you invest in yourself, if you invest into you learning more, right? And you invest into elevating to the unknown, you're going to ultimately get to a salary that you are going to be happy with. If you invest in the skills and the knowledge that you have, it's going to lead to career advancement. And let's just say it doesn't lead to professional career advancement. It's going to lead to personal life advancement, especially if you're able to share that knowledge to help others get to where they want to get to. Okay? You're going to hit and blow past the 6-figure mark very, very fast if you continuously are on a path to elevate to the unknown, to consistently and continuously learn from other individuals, from going to school, refining your skills, working on your craft. You're going to grow, and it's going to be bigger than anything that you will get to professionally. All right. Another area that I'll hit on as well too is network. Seek mentorship as well. So, Brandon Jackson said this. He doesn't know very many people that are making 6 figures. Well, Mr. Brandon, you're in a live stream right now where if I was to run a poll, I would bet you that over 60% of us in this live stream right now are making over 6 figures, over $100,000 in our career right now. So if that's a place where you ultimately want to be, you have to be networked in to these individuals. You have to be getting mentored by these individuals to learn how they got there. And many will probably tell you that they got there in their 30s or in their 40s. It wasn't before. A lot of people didn't figure it out in their 30s. They didn't figure it out until their 40s, right? But if you want to ultimately get there, you got to network with the right people. You got to seek mentorship from the right people who are getting there, who are already there. Learn from the diversity of the communities that you are part of, and take advantage of people's perspective and whatever inspires them. Okay? That's very, very important. It's very, very important. And I think the most important thing that I want you guys to take away from this show today is that you have to have a growth mindset. You have to have a growth mindset. The abilities that you have are developed. They're not fixed. So instead of saying, I'm not good at math, Because a lot of people come to this channel and say things like that. Hey, should I get an MIS? I'm not good at math, right? Say I haven't mastered it yet, but I can learn with applying myself a little bit more. I'm not good at coding, so I'm not going to get an MIS. Well, you can also change that narrative to say, I haven't mastered coding yet, but I'm willing to put in the effort. Have a growth mindset. Have an elevate mindset. Challenge the opportunities to learn, right? When you are getting asked to do something in your professional career that may seem like it's not anything that you want to do, take ownership of that opportunity and look at it as an opportunity for you to learn and grow. And if you don't do well, view the setback as a chance to improve, not just a failure, right? A lot of times we go within our career, and I can tell you this personally, I've had a lot of opportunities given to me in my career. Some were phenomenal, some weren't the best. Okay? Had a lot of setbacks as well, too. I never looked at any of these setbacks as failures. I looked at it as, man, if I was to do this over again, this is how I would do it this time. That's a growth mindset. That is a growth mindset. Putting in effort will lead to progress. If you work hard and you practice on the things that are key to you having success in life or in your relationship or at your job, it's going to lead to you making progress. That's one of the things I love about this platform that you guys are listening to me on today. Your growth or your effort that you put into this platform is going to lead to progress. I started this platform in 2018. I got super serious about it around 2021. And look where we are since then, since 2021. We are at 30,000 subscribers. Many people may say that's not a lot, but that is a lot. Okay? And effort leads to progress. Me getting on here, doing 2 videos a week, then doing the live streams. That is effort. And that's hard work. And that's also practice. But those are the keys to success. And believe me, if you guys went and saw any of the 2018 videos or the 2021 videos, you would know that I'm not talented at this shit. But the more and more I practice, I eventually pick it up, right? And there are some people who do this every single day. So they're going to have the growth a lot faster than somebody who does a video or 2 videos a week in a live stream on a Sunday, right? They're going to grow a lot faster. So when you put in the effort and you put in a lot of effort towards whatever it is that you do, it's going to lead to progress, guys. And that's just having a growth mindset. Learning is a journey that should be part of life in general. So if you embrace always wanting to learn and to improve, you may not get the results that you want right away by the time that you're in your 30s. You may not be making $100,000, but don't feel bad about that. Don't feel bad about that. Know that when you are always learning, you're going to get there eventually. It may not come in the time in your 30s. It may not come to the time that you're in your 50s, but know it will come, especially if that's the plan that you have in life. You may want to make $500,000 a year and you may just be at 50,000. But I will tell you this, if you guys have a growth mindset and you're looking to elevate, you're looking to make progress, you have to put in the effort. Okay? You have to put in the effort. You have to remember that your abilities are developed, and it starts with putting in the effort. You have to understand that learning is something that you can do every single day. I don't care if it's just 15 minutes listening to an audiobook or something that you never heard. It is learning. It is learning. It is absolute learning, okay? So I wanted to share that with you guys. And before I wrap this whole thing up, I have to ask yourself, or we have to ask ourselves this. 6 figures. 6 figures by the time that you're 30. Is it common? Hell no, it's not common. It's not common at all. Making $30,000 by the time that you're 30 is not common. I have many coaching clients that are in their 30s, late 20s, 40s, right? Some people are thinking about retirement and they're not making 6 figures yet. I have many people who are in their early 30s or late 20s and they feel like they're behind because they're getting so much pressure from TikTok and YouTube and their friends who went to another university and now they're in the financial industry and they're making $150,000 a year and they're like, oh man, I'm so far behind because I'm only making 90. The thing is that we compare ourselves to what we think we know, but we really don't know. And I shared this with the coaching client who wasn't serious about his career early on, and now he is, and he's making $90,000 plus. But he looks at his friends that went to Ivy League schools and say, man, I should have did this. I should be making this money now. I say this to him. You have no idea what the lives are like of those individuals who are making $150,000 plus a year. Kaya said it. The majority of people who are making that amount of money are broke. One paycheck away from losing it all. They're living paycheck to paycheck. Okay? I would rather not make $100,000 and not live paycheck to paycheck than be, making over $100,000 and be living in paycheck to paycheck. That is not a state that you want to be in. It doesn't allow for you to sleep well at night. So if you're making $200,000, $300,000 a year, but your life expenses doesn't allow for you to sleep very well because you got that big ass house, that $1 million house, because you want to look good in your neighborhood, but you can't rest at night. Well, because you're thinking that at the beginning of the year, tech lays people off and you may be subject to being laid off. And if you miss that one car payment, a house payment, you're screwed. That's not good rest at night, man. That is not good rest at night at all. That's a terrible way to sleep. When you do start making that 6 figures, if you live within your means, you will be in a good state. I'm talking about diversify, have multiple streams of income, get into the real estate game, get into the content creation game, get into the cryptocurrency game that's giving you extra money, staking. Get into the affiliate marketing game. You can do it all with a full-time job, not making $100,000 a year. Your total income could be more than that. But a lot of people just think that $100,000 plus in your professional career is it. And you need to be making that in time in your 30s. Don't feel that way. But here, I'll share a personal story. And the reason why I waited this long to share this personal story, because my story is not common. It's not common. And I don't want you guys to prepare to be the anomaly. Okay? By the time that I was 26, 27, guys, I was already making 6 figures. I was already making 6 figures, already making $100,000 plus a year. By the time that I was 30, I was probably already making 115, 120, guys. And I'm sharing that with you because although I did it, I don't want you to think that that's the expectation that you should have. Being your big brother, being your cousin, being your friend. Because it is an anomaly. Not very many people do it. Not many people, very many people have done it. I have to say this. I had to learn that not very many people do it. Because in my mind at the time, especially in my 20s, if I'm hanging around people that are making that money, that's my worldview. And it wasn't until later on in life that I figured out that I live in a freaking bubble. And it's good to surround yourself with reality because your view of the world could be tainted. And I think that's what a lot of people, especially on social media, are impacted by. Mine is real world experience. A lot of people is social media influences them without their real world experience. I don't allow for a lot of this stuff to influence me if it's not my personal experience. Being 26, 27, leading projects, being around other software engineers, knowing that my salary and their salary are comparable. If I'm making already $100,000, and these are the type of people that I choose to hang out with at my job, because it's been, my professional life my personal life was basically the same. Then you deal with hanging out with your managers and all that other stuff, and knowing that they make more than you. If that's your world, that's all you see. I was telling that to Danny this morning. So there were a long time in my life where I was like, oh man, everybody's making six figures. Everybody's making six figures. If you ain't making six figures, you are behind. That was my mindset before at one point in time. If you ain't getting to this money, you are behind. And then I started to look at the statistics and say, holy shit, man. You are an anomaly. You are an anomaly. So for many of you guys, you got to it. You are an anomaly. It feels good to be making that amount of money. But if you are not using it to get further ahead and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you aren't sleeping well. Okay? You aren't sleeping well at all. And it's almost no point to be making that amount of money. Okay? I mean, it's no point. If you aren't able to sleep well and you have a lot of stress, I mean, stress is the number one killer. It's a killer. You're only getting 4 hours of sleep at night because you're worrying about getting laid off or that next bill. You aren't sleeping well. You aren't sleeping well at all. So what's the point of be making that sort of money? If you are making that sort of money, make sure you eliminate the things that are causing you stress. But getting back to the point, guys, it's an anomaly to be making $100,000 in your 30s. Feel good about it because you have an advanced skill. And if you aren't making $100,000 and you're in your 30s or your 20s or your 40s, know that that's normal. It will happen if you have the growth mindset. It will happen if you are elevating, if you continue to watch this channel, if you continue to invest in yourself, if you continue to network with the right people, if you continue to have that right mindset. It will eventually happen. All right, guys, let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the chat real quick, and I'm going to start from the bottom. CH Slim. CH Slim. Our Professor Black Ops says this, man. Before we even get to CH Slim, let's get it. I'm telling you. I'm absolutely telling you guys. Don't feel bad if you aren't getting to that $100,000 yet. Your time will come. Continue to grow. Continue to invest in the right people. Seek out mentorship. Learn the game. You'll get there. AI Me says this. Do not focus on the money. Focus on the skill and trajectory. Believe it will happen. It's true. He's absolutely right. Don't focus on the money, man. Focus on the skill. Believe it will happen. An important part of that is this, that a lot of people just don't get yet. You should be in the business with the skills that you require and the skills that you acquire to help others. If you are serving others and helping others, you are going to get to the money. It's not about you. It's not about praying to God that you want to make $100,000 or you want to be a millionaire. You won't ever get to this money if you are not in the business of helping others. The more people that you help throughout your life, because of the skills that you learn, the more money that you're going to make. Many of us aren't helping others. We are so focused on ourselves. We are only focused on ourselves. You have a lot of people who go to church every single freaking Sunday and they want to pray to God that they can make money and get to a lot of money and live a lifestyle. Then you ask them, what are they doing for others? And it's zero or very little. We all have challenges in our lives, and people have been created with certain talents, and those talents should be used to help others. And when you are helping others using your talents and your skills, you are rewarded with a lot of money. So if you want to make a lot of money to get to these six figures, use your talents, gain skills, but most importantly, be in a business of helping others. It's that fundamental. That's it. What do you think businesses are paid a significant amount of money? Companies like Accenture, they are in the business of helping others. Companies like Deloitte, McKinsey, the financial folks, money sharks, money borrowers, money loan agents. It's the business of helping others. And if you think about that at its individual and fundamental level, and you leverage your skills to help others in their professional or personal life, you're going to get to this money. You're going to get to this money. All right. So CH Slim says this: social media definitely romanticized the IT field. I agree, man. I agree. Okay. Lucas says this: I didn't realize how much networking is important to growing in your career. The tech space is very small. It is. It's a small world, man. We think it's big, but it's small. If you look at some of the top companies, Lucas, say, for instance, you're in the semiconductor space or the high-tech space. If you go to LinkedIn and look at some of these people who are at Facebook, you already know they've been at Apple, Microsoft, Oracle, Adobe, Netflix. They're all recycled. So when you see that whole bunch of recycling happen, you already know that the industry is small. Which also means that not a lot of people are getting to this money. We're talking about it, but the majority of people aren't getting to the money. Okay? And it's important to really have a network, because if you don't, you're not going to be taken care of. Okay? PLDO says, I had to, man. Oh, okay. He's talking about something else. Let me get in here. PLDO says, I cut off a lot of poor network. I had a high school friend saying he wished to be a bird, to not do any work, and that was the last time I talked to him. I hear you on that one. I hear you on that one, man. When you're hanging around folks who don't have the ambition that you do, when you hang around folks who don't have the ambition that you do, and you're kicking it with them, and they're fun, man. They're fun. You guys talk about the past a lot, reminisce about what it used to be. It's time to let them go. I've had to do that multiple times in my career. PL Dow. Had to do it, man. Had a good friend, brother Eric Young. Good dude of mine. Still love him to death. But it was the same thing every single time we got together. Same thing every single time we got together. Oh, man, let's go get some food. Oh, man, let's go do this. And I was the one that was putting out. When it came to things like, oh, man, you're going to come over to my daughter's party. Wasn't there. And you say, are you a friend? Nah, you got to cut people off like that, man. You got to do it. Because as they say, you are who you associate yourself with, or what they also say, the combination of the 5 people that you spend the most time talking to. Okay? You don't want to be a bird like your boy. He ain't putting in the work. Nah, man. STFU says, I had a poor network too. So that didn't benefit me. I'm telling you, a lot of people think that they can get to it all on their own. All on their own. Oh, man, I can get to it. I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to work hard. That can only take you so far. That's why communities like the ladder climbers exist. It can only take you so far. It can only take you so far. Networking is important, guys. It's very, very important. CH Slim. I want to get to this. I'm going to get to that one in a second. Make sure I'm not missing anything in here. Brother Damien says this, get perspective on the 100K. TikTok is probably not the best place to get a real view of life. Then again, I don't have TikTok. I hear you on that one, bro. I hear you on that one. TikTok is not a friend of mine either. Omar Ali said, did you go to South Carolina State? I did not, sir. I did not go to South Carolina State, but I know a whole bunch of people that did. A lot of family members that did. We left South Carolina a long time ago. And I went to school in Wisconsin. And then I did my postgraduate, my postbachelorate at Georgia Tech in Georgia. So I'm not a South Carolina State grad, but I know a whole bunch of family members that are. And they're absolutely brilliant and doing very well for themselves. In Orangeburg and South Carolina State, it's a fantastic school. But no, I did not go. Went to a lot of football games, though. I went to a lot of football games. Guys, 30 is not the finish line for everyone. 30 is not the finish line for everyone, guys. CH Slim, you're 26, man. Brother CH Slim, you are 26. You got a long way to go, my man. You have a long way to go. Continue to have the growth mindset, and you're going to see that you will be able to accomplish the things that you can if you focus on consistently growing, continually growing, crushing it. Taking advantage of opportunities, saying yes a lot, man. I'm not saying yes to people who aren't doing shit. I'm talking about opportunities that you get in life. Somebody may come to you and say, hey, we need you to take this job and it's only paying you $60,000 a year. But you know that it's in a path that's going to get you to making 80 in 2 to 3, 4 years or 100. Say yes to the opportunity. It may not be something that you know how to do at this point in time, but there's a reason for you being there. There's a reason. Okay? There's a big reason. Guys, and I'll leave it like that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tapping in with me on this beautiful Sunday. And no, guys, it's not common to be making $100,000 in your 30s. No, if you are, you're an anomaly. Feel good about that. But no, if you're not, you have a long way to go. And you can certainly get there by elevating to the unknown. We'll see you next Sunday, guys. Until next time. Peace. Appreciate you guys for joining me today. STFU says get in the door, skill up, and elevate to the unknown. Let's get to this money. I hear you, brother. PLU, DOU. Any suggestion one can avoid drama, politics, being more liked by management to get that raise? Promo. Stay out of it, man. If your company is really, if the culture is about drama and politics and making people feel like shit to get above and stuff like that, you're probably at the wrong company, PLU. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. It's not good. I don't like company cultures that have that. Okay? And politics is something that I don't play, although I know how to play it well. But company cultures are not my thing that have to deal with politics and stuff like that. So my advice for you is to stay out of it. But know the game. Know the game, man. Work with management. Understand who you need to know in order for you to get to the places you want to get to. Brother Ralph, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my man. I appreciate you, sir. Brother Damien, thank you so much for contribution to the show, my man. Brother Lucas, thank you so much for the contribution. Brother Omar, thank you so much for the contribution. Brother PBO, as always, my man. AI and me, as always, brothers. Guys, go and check out Brother Professor Black Ops. If you guys haven't subscribed to his channel yet, go and check him out. Especially if you're in the cybersecurity space. AI and me, go and check him out. Especially if you want to get into the data science, analytics, data analysts. It's going to teach you guys the game, man. It's going to teach you guys the game. STFU, I appreciate you being here, my man. T. LaFleur, good to see you. Brother Tech Takeover. Brother Scotty in the house. Brother Christian's in the house, good to see you, my man. Let us know when you guys are going to come from Arizona to check us out in Texas in the spring. Put some calendar time on your schedule and just let us know. We'll be here. We'll figure it out. Brother Lear Jetson's in the house. Good to see you. Brother Nick is in the house. Good to see you. Brother Nick says this: I had to work 2 jobs to get to that 6-figure mark. Property manager and Tesla sales part-time. I love it. He had to work 2 jobs, he says, man. Miss Wade, I appreciate you. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, guys, let's wrap this up. Peace.